Hello and welcome to the Adam Friedland Show, the podcast. It's Wednesday. I'm here, joined with my best friend Nick, and I got the game on.
If you're going to be
Guy vibes
talking to the laptop, maybe is his lav and
is my lav good?
Because we were told the audio was good.
We got
last
Caleb
week.
Pitts in the house, in the his.
I don't think they can hear you, Dave.
Dave, why are you
Dave,
saying,
if you want, you can plug an XLR into the board and get yourself there
Actually,
too.
Dave, can you do that and apologize to the audience?
I will.
Okay. We got Caleb Pitts in the house from the band in 1975. Thanks for coming.
What's up?
My boy, we've been going on the road together.
Recently off a neck injury, which I don't know if you want to disclose that.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I had a
Shout out to Corey G in Providence for fixing
Corey
your
G,
neck.
Providence, Rhode Island.
Is that the guy that owns the club?
No,
No,
that's
he
our.
was the host.
He was
alright.
two men over 40 named Corey.
In
a
the
little
same
shocking.
room. Yeah, we didn't know
But
if that was a regional
that's how
thing.
old Corey's are now.
Corey's gotten old.
True.
Corey in the house is like 57 years old.
Oh,
the
really?
little black kid.
No.
Corey into house is 57.
Is he the one? No, Raven's
No,
brother
you're thinking of
went
George
crazy.
Floyd is the one that was killed by the police.
I'm
Not
so
Corey in the house.
It wasn't Corey in the
No,
house.
Yeah,
it
he
was
was
That's
in-
So Raven's
It
brother.
was George Floyd.
No, it was That's So
Oh,
Raven's
God.
brother.
Who got killed by the police?
But separately.
Oh, man.
He had a toy gun.
Because she got fat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He he saw how fast she got, and then he did a suicide by cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, last week Brace was here,
Yeah.
and he was talking, I don't know if we leave this in, but he was talking about how fat Lena Dunham has gotten.
I'm not. Nick, let's.
I'll
No, let's stop that train of.
I'll say
no.
this.
No, I'm a little interested.
No, I want her for the show. Like, I'm desperate for her for the show.
Why would you not? She's a genius.
She
I-
really is a
Yeah.
genius.
Well, let me finish
Yeah.
my point.
Okay,
As
continue.
I said, hasn't she always been fat? And he said, no, you don't. His eyes got wide.
said she used to be
was
beautiful?
terrified. Yeah, he was
I'm
like,
with him.
But I looked her up. She's finally as fat as she was always supposed to be.
Oh, so she's doing well.
It's weird. You look at her
Good
now
for
and she
her.
makes sense. She was in, you know how like, you like this, what we got, that gay in between
Yeah, yeah.
length.
Yeah, we're
And
doing
then
it together. We're growing our hair together.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
I'm sorry.
Once you got it down to
fine by
here,
me.
it's cool. But the fucking like Ryder Strong kind of,
Boy Meets World.
she had the woman's body version of the Ryder Strong
Right.
haircut.
Where her hips are too big for her body and
It's
stuff.
just, her body was like, where do we put all this stuff? And
Yeah.
it's like, you
Yeah.
got this shit here. Now it's organized.
I liked. She looked like a snowman.
It's
I
like
thought
when-
she was hot.
It's when
Marie Kondo.
you move into an apartment and you have like art in one room but no chairs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's kind of what
She
her body.
furnished her body.
Right. She
Yeah.
had like, she had one huge tit covered in tattoos.
Right.
That was my memory of her.
Like a script just down her
in
long
2014 is all of Robert De Niro's tattoos from Cape Fear on her tit.
On like a
She said,
tubular long
counselor.
tit. Does she still do anything? Does she do any kind
They
of...
let her direct something. Hollywood should have kept letting her work, in my opinion.
Well, I'm saying she looks good now. Lena, if you want to come on the show to discuss.
We would love, no, not to discuss that, but to discuss, so I want to
What else
publicly.
is there to talk to her about?
Yeah. So
What?
you're fat now.
Yeah, so you had a rapid weight
There's
gain.
other.
Tell us more about how
So-
bad you look.
So
I'd
you're
like to
big
know.
as shit.
Yeah, so you're huge.
fucking big.
Yeah.
now. You're
Put her on two chairs,
Yeah,
like that
right.
makes sense.
Right.
She's gonna break one.
just a wheelchair.
Yeah, just stack chairs
Just
on
put
top
wheels
of each other.
on this.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the fucking penny farthing, fucking giant wheels.
Strap her in like
Yeah.
she's a wild animal.
She
I
always
just have a garden hose. I'm just keeping her wet the whole time. Yeah. Do you want a fish? Do you want a fish out of a bucket? Should we give you a fish?
we have a contractor show up and he's like, yeah, I'm here to remove the wool for when she leaves.
Yeah, the fire department will be bringing her down.
yeah. We got.
Isn't it crazy that that's what you think? You become a firefighter. You think you're just like the life's gonna be just like in the house, benching, fucking just
Yeah.
steamy showers with the guys.
Mm.
You know, there's a fire, comes in, you go and fucking do your backdraft thing, back to the house, steamy showers with the guys.
Yeah.
More bench pressing.
Yeah.
But it's all just lifting fat people.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what being a fire.
Depends on
Can you
where
imagine
you
in
are.
They should call it the
Texas.
fat department. And then the fat department also handles fire.
Oh yeah, we also do fire.
Yeah.
the fat department. That could,
Yeah.
yeah. It depends on. I feel like I don't see that many.
You got
You know how happy-
big bitches down in North Carolina.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
Oh yeah.
let me make this
How big
point
the bitches?
real quick.
Yeah, go
is
ahead.
that, everybody says, oh, the sacrifice the 9/11 firefighters made.
Yeah.
I can only imagine, I'm a firefighter, and I get to die instead of picking up fat people. I
Yeah.
would be ecstatic to go in the towers.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank
Finally
God.
get to be a hero.
You finally get
This
to
is the
do
vacation.
Because if you die helping a fat person out of a building, you're not a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you get crushed
Yeah.
by Lena Dunham, that's bad.
Can you imagine, too,
No,
like
it's
the
just
9/11
funny.
firefighters, they make their way up the stairs, they get to the 99th floor, and then that's just all just like, can you help me? Just
Yeah.
500-pound people up there.
Oh, God.
And that's why they died.
Them again.
It wasn't that the stairs were blocked. That's
No.
where they kept. That's where they kept Lena Dunham's production office.
Come on. I want her for the show.
She will come
99th
on the
floor.
show.
I want her for the show.
She will be on
I
the
just want to
show.
publicly tell her that maybe we said inappropriate, or maybe even earlier on the show, but I was going to say maybe back in the day, I might have said inappropriate things because they said that she was a voice of a generation. Then I
Thank
found,
God they got that Freedom Tower up before all this woke stuff started.
Yeah, thank God.
You know?
That's a good point.
It would be the fucking LGB gender fucking building.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's a good point.
If it had come out in 2018
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
instead of
Before the disease
Whenever we
of
made it.
wokeness,
Yeah,
luckily
right.
it got right under
the woke
Yeah.
mind virus.
Yeah, it is pretty horrible, man. No, I like Lena Dunham, man, and I do think she's beautiful.
Yeah.
I like those big ass kind of girls, man.
Really? Your girlfriend is pretty attractive.
Well, I wouldn't say anything.
good
Like, she's
shape.
married, so I'm not going to disrespect her husband by commenting on her body in a sexual
Yeah.
way.
You-
I'll just say
it
she
sounded a
looks
little
fat as
sexual.
shit. I mean, no.
That's. You sounded
Who
like
is she married to? You were married to her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
No. I wish. No.
That's how he
My
hurt
wife
his
is
neck,
skinny.
going down on his 500-pound wife's pussy. So he broke his neck.
No, I like big, beautiful women. My wife is skinny, but
Mhm.
maybe I'll fatten her up. She's like it's like fucking a fucking bicycle now. But if I can,
You're
maybe get
you're
her-
a feeder.
Yeah, maybe I'll feed. Yeah, we did an episode recently where we went into the whole feeder thing. It's a pretty massive
Episode of
fetish.
what? Episode of
Podcast
what?
About list.
Podcast about lists. Great.
It's a
great podcast.
massive fetish, dude.
Mm-hmm.
They're
No
like
pun intended.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have two forums. One is they have a separate one for
The
straights.
pitchers and the catchers.
No, they have a straights forum and a gay forum. But it's
Oh.
all feeding, and it's
Separate
exactly
but
like
equal.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, where there's guys who are like we found guys doing like line break weird Twitter jokes on
Yeah.
the feeder forum.
I could totally be one of those guys.
A feeder
Absolutely.
or a feedee.
No, a feeder.
You would feed people.
I'm an enabler for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I also
So
don't
you-
know how to keep somebody happy.
Uh-huh.
So like if I'm dating somebody, if I find out they like Teddy Grahams,
It's a
guess who's just showing up with Teddy Grahams every day?
palette.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like there's guys who like the feedee thing. I understand because
Do they have like slang for the feeder and feedee?
it's feeder and feedee.
Top
They
and
don't have like
bottom.
in the community. They don't have slang.
Not that I could tell.
Like the feedee is like the hole or something, or
No, that'd be better.
yeah.
I guess I understand the feedee thing because like eating is like who doesn't like eating, and kind of losing that instinct to like keep yourself from eating would be nice. But the feeder thing of like there's a guy who was like sending $50 to random people with the caveat that they had to spend it on
Ooh,
fast food.
they like Romeo feed.
Yeah, they like buy food for their feedies. It's kind of amazing.
It's a cute name, feedee.
Yeah.
What are the names of the forums?
Grommer and Phoebe.
Grommer.
Grommer's the gay one. Phoebe's the straight one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Grommer's like grinder, but there's
Yeah, it's Grommr.
okay.
Gromer.
Yeah.
It's
And then there's
German.
the people who want to eat other people, which is kind of interesting. Vor.
That seems like a completely different thing.
They lump them into They lump them into the
Oh,
same.
it's the food sex community.
It's all just one forum, and there's guys who are like, Chicago's cold tonight. I wish I was eating somebody.
Is there are the sushi on the naked chick guys in there too, or they're like
No, but that is so hot, man.
what? What do you mean?
The naked sushi women.
that
That is so fucking
that gets
hot.
you going.
That was probably that was like an early TV boner for me. I think
Really?
was watching that on like Ripley's Believe It or Not or some shit.
Yeah. Did you believe it or did you not believe it?
I didn't believe it for a
Yeah.
while.
They never really give you the options and not
No.
believe it. There's
Yeah.
nothing on that show that's like,
It's not that crazy.
yeah, right.
No, they have like right before the commercial like a quick tell us if it's believe or not believe.
Oh, okay. I've
Yeah.
actually never watched the show.
Mario
I-
Lopez, right?
I just knew a guy that was on it. I
Who?
don't know where. The
On the
Lizard
ground.
Man.
You know the Lizard Man?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
From Austin. He used to deliver it in
Oh.
pizzas.
Yeah, I used to tell him. Well, I didn't. I delivered him pizza one time. I knew him because he would do comedy. And what was funny about him, I've told this story before. What was funny about him is he wasn't like bad. I mean, for a guy that just started doing open mics, he knew how to write jokes and
Yeah.
stuff. But like, like somebody should just pull him
Dave,
aside
switch
and be
the
like,
camera for me. I don't like to vape on the screen.
What is-
Continue.
"What's going on?"
He put the camera on me because he knows it. And you haven't apologized yet to the audience. Continue, Nick.
Yeah, no, he wasn't like, but he was like, he could write jokes. He was funny,
Yeah.
but like, you have to tell that guy like,
He just did lizard
you're,
material.
You're already a lizard man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can't be fucking Dave Coulier and also the lizard guy.
It's
Yeah.
kind of a nice icebreaker, though. There's stuff like I get a little bit jealous of comics who are little people or have like some awful disability or something.
It gets me so pissed.
Because it's like, dude,
Yeah.
what? I mean, I have bald, but when I had the neck brace on, it was stand up was
crushing.
so easy.
I mean,
bro.
it looks so funny.
It was so easy.
There was a guy in San Antonio that was a burn victim. He was like a Gulf War veteran.
That's scary. It looked like a ghoul from Fallout.
He looked like
Yeah.
Snape.
And somebody told me a story about watching him bomb.
Or not Snape, Voldemort.
And like that's got to be the toughest comedy show to watch.
It's
The guy just with his face is melted off, and he's like, "Boy, I'm really on fire up here," and then just getting nothing.
It's
People
really
crying.
mean not to laugh after everything he went through.
I'm pretty impressed that he had facial
But then you don't
burn.
want to be the one guy lad like Max Cady of the Burn Victim Comedy Show. Like you're a fucking psycho.
How bad was it? Did he have like no nose?
Yeah, he
No
was-
eyelids.
yeah,
that kind
it's
of-
really
Man.
It's crazy
Scary.
how people all burn the same way.
They all look like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
a Red Skull.
It's almost like humans are a recipe,
yeah.
and that there's this one final step in the process. They just didn't put us in the oven.
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah,
There was
which is sort of how Nazis think, if you think about it.
We're back on that.
okay.
Maybe they weren't even anti-Semitic. Maybe they were just
Yeah,
trying to
we're
create the
back on that.
Ubermensch. They're like, oh, we'll just preheat the. Sorry, go ahead.
No thoughts on this whole thing?
It's the most well-researched period in history. It's pretty much case closed.
I would say maybe Bible.
What did I say? I'm not denying the Holocaust.
No, you're trying to build another alternate history. Maybe the Nazis were accidentally did it. And they were just trying to work out and get buff.
Isn't that nice? Isn't that kind of better to believe?
Yeah.
No, you have
Why?
to know that human beings can.
That's better.
Wh-
You believe that if it was all an accident,
Mm.
it's kind of a more optimistic.
No, you
I'd
have
say
to believe
the-
that human beings
The
have
one
that in them.
defense of the Third Reich, I guess, with the Holocaust,
Yeah.
is that if you look at some of the other stuff they were doing, like, do you know what like Der Glocke is?
Mm-hmm.
It's this giant bell that was supposed to summon demons, or
That's
something.
cool.
That they were working on that, and I think they were trying to find Santa. They were involved in.
Oh, like Glockenspiel.
So it's like if you're trying all of this crazy shit,
Yeah.
and one guy's like, "What if we burned all of the Jewish people?"
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't sound so crazy when you consider the context of making a bell to summon.
I guess
So
you're-
what you're
yeah.
saying is that's a defense because it's less crazy
they're
than making a
throwing
giant bell.
spaghetti on the wall.
He's saying,
They're
yeah,
saying
they're
They're trying to
making-
find their thing.
They're
Yeah.
like, let's
They're trying
find.
to like, yeah, let's find our
Remember
thing.
when you got an
Yeah.
earring? It's the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind
It's
of
literally
yeah.
the
Maybe
same.
it's
Yeah.
the
You
Holocaust.
got a fitted cap and an earring.
Maybe
Yeah.
they find a genie or something.
Yeah.
They're really just interested. They have a broad.
Yeah.
It's broad.
Yeah,
maybe
right?
we fight Indiana Jones and
Yeah.
a tomb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which that was a
Indiana Jones is also the bad guy in those movies.
No, he's not.
because he just wants to bring everything to what?
No,
a
he's
museum?
doing it for
Yeah.
America.
What, for money?
He's doing it
The
for
British
America,
Museum,
dude.
yeah,
no,
for
he's doing it
capitalism?
for America. No,
For
he's doing it for
capitalism?
our
All of a
country.
sudden somebody's
Hassan,
throwing mayonnaise
please come on the
country
show
on
to
earth.
discuss if we
Yeah.
can have. What? Go ahead.
He's doing it for our country, the greatest country on earth, dude.
Isn't he doing it for
He
the
doesn't give a.
British?
Yeah, no, he wants
His
to put it
dad's
in-
British.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's like
He hates America.
Yeah, he's
yeah,
a
but
British.
he's a professor at Indiana, probably university.
No, he's a professor at the British Museum of Art.
His name is Indiana.
He's doing it for them.
I'm pretty sure because his dad's British.
He's a fucking Benedict Arnold.
His
you're
dad's
telling
like,
me?
oh, find me stuff to bring back to the museum.
Maybe some pussy this
Yeah.
time.
Bring a little Asian boy with you to go fight the Nazis.
What a talent.
Yeah, I've tried to get into those movies so many
There's a
times.
new one coming out.
Did you see Young Indiana? Jones?
You mean the Crystal
No, the young
Crystal
one.
Castles?
No,
Indiana
Crystal
Jones and
Castles
the
was
Crystal
a Tumblr music,
Yeah.
which was not. Which you know that she was abused.
No, I would imagine.
Oh
so.
my God! Really?
I found that out recently. I was listening to music.
Dude,
and-
that was good talk show cadence. You know she was abused.
Did you know that she was completely abused? She was kept as a slave.
I didn't know that
Everybody,
Crystal
everybody's
Castles was abused.
better at this
That might not
than
be
us.
true. It sounded.
Literally, everybody. that
He's
comes on
great.
the
Look
show.
at his look
I
how
feel like
casual he is.
outfit is pretty
He's got a
much
nice
fitting
outfit
the
on.
set.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure people can hear me breathing right now. It's like labored.
Do you wear this outfit every episode?
It's just to clip the lav mic on, and I spilled Chinese food all over my shirt.
I did see that. I didn't want to call. I didn't know if you were doing it on purpose.
No, this is the only way I can clip the lav on.
Oh, okay.
And
I
keep
like
it-
the look though.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
Also, I'm trying to get fatter, and I kind of want it to be like a surprise.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to take the Lena Dunham route of like failing to get fat for a decade.
Yeah, and just every apology video you get 10 pounds fatter. That's
Yeah.
kind of how she did it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, she would
yeah.
always she's one of those girls that makes up new disorders she has. It's always 2 last names.
Yeah.
She has fucking
Bocce Hoppenstein disease.
yeah, something like
Yeah, Japanese Jewish usually.
Yeah.
That's
She
when
has
you know
Wang
you
Knievel.
got a bad
really
rare
bad.
disease.
That is fatal
If
every
you
single
you have
time.
Finkelstein Hochimura disorder.
Nakamoto Schwartz. That's terminal almost
Yeah.
every single
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I got a Sony PlayStation disease.
This
we've
car
been,
company. I tell you what a Volkswagen is.
I've recently been diagnosed with Sony Ericsson.
I have Bosch and Lom.
Yeah, I got a Kia Sorento.
Yeah,
What were we talking about though?
I don't know. An old man told me that I was a fucking asshole during my set on Saturday
In
night.
Providence. He was getting. When you got on the road, did people scream at you and do you walk people pretty often?
No, I think
I walked an
people,
old
people are
man
kind
and
of
his
shy.
wife.
I mean, I did club comedy much longer than.
Nick got tough doing club comedy.
Well, it's not that I
young.
got tough. It's like
You're
I
tough.
No, I go
No,
on
he's
stage.
tough.
You
I
said
spent so
no,
much
you're
time as a
tough.
feature that it was like I'm trying to just be like, oh hey guys, you know, like
Yeah.
I still have that in me,
That's what I did.
which doesn't come natural to me. But I mean, like it's like I want everybody to have a good time.
You're not trying to beat it up.
Yeah, so I don't get into it with people. In Charlotte, there was a fucking Asian lady that got really upset.
Yeah, the only people
And
that
I felt like terrible. I wanted to cry.
It's
I felt
never
bad
like-
That's
'cause-
how he was too.
'cause she
yeah,
was-
because you want people to have a nice
well,
night.
first of all, she's fucking drunk, and
You
she's
don't want
like,
to be Steve
she's,
Hofstetter.
she's snapping at me the entire time, and the club's not doing anything about it. And then she starts almost tearing down the fucking curtains, and I'm like what's going on? Are you all right?
Yeah,
she's
the
like,
club has to deal with
she's
that.
like, you fuck, you say fuck you.
She
And I was
messed
like,
up.
she's just trash.
Yeah.
And I'm like, great. Well, now everybody's paying attention to this lady. That's got to be fucking humiliating. And it's yeah, I mean, I hate that. It ruins the night, and then you
Yeah.
feel bad the next day.
Yeah, you want to entertain people. Yeah, I was like, it's great to be here in Provincetown. People told me this is gay Boston. And then there's an old couple in the front row. I was like, I hope these 2 gay fellas enjoy the show or something. And then he's like, you're a fucking asshole. And then his wife was like, please don't stop, please stop. And then I was like, and then I offered her money.
Try to give her $20.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, please, no. And then he's like, I'll take your fucking $20. And then he storms out. And then
He looked cool. He was West Coast Chopper style.
Yeah, he had handlebar.
Yeah.
The Paul
Yeah, gray
tunnel.
He
handlebar,
looked
flannel.
good, man. He
Yeah.
looked really good.
Aren't
That's
they
in
in
New
New York?
England.
I never understood why that
West
show
Coast
was.
Choppers?
Yeah, what that show? No,
No,
American
Orange
Chopper.
County Choppers was
Orange
in Orange
County,
County,
New
New
York.
York.
Oh,
That would
that's
always
what I'm thinking
confuse
Orange
me when I was a kid. I was
Yeah.
like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
They're
the
not
hell
from-
is
they're not
this?
They're
really
from
Cali
they're not from
vibes.
Newport Beach.
What the hell
Nah.
is this? I would
What
say
the
that every
fuck?
time. I would
At
sit
the
there.
TV?
Yeah. What the hell is this?
Yeah.
What is it?
I
would
miss
lose
those
my
old.
mind.
Was that on MTV?
I have no idea.
No, that was on A&E.
Yeah, my favorite of those was Monster Garage. That was the best show.
Which one was that?
Jesse James.
Jesse James, and the show would start off and they'd be like, Jesse James was the descendant of Jesse James Outlaw. It's
That
like,
can't be true.
It's always well, he says it, but I mean, it's also
It's true.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's good at something. We can
Yeah.
just see that. We don't need to know that he's
He
related
was
to this
he was a
outlaw.
bike mate. He made bikes too, right?
Well, they did custom cars and stuff. There was a challenge on each show where it'd be like, all right, you got to take a fucking limousine and turn it into a fire truck, and it's got to look like a limousine still, and so they would.
That's fun.
Yeah, it
So you
was-
remember Junkyard Wars?
uh,
Remember that? They'd
No.
get a family and they'd put them in a junkyard, and they'd say, make a boat, and the
Fine
dad.
dinner.
Yeah. Well, no, not even fine dinner. That would be a better show. but the war
Really?
was always about building something.
Oh, like battle bots?
Yeah, it was like BattleBots, but you had to use like an old fridge and a Nintendo and stuff, and they just make the worst shit ever.
Yeah.
BattleBots is still going.
Is it?
My grandpa watches BattleBots pretty much every episode.
Your Italian grandpa?
No, the other
I
one.
said it on
The
the
other
show
one.
before, but my idea for a battle bot was always you make a battle bot that has like an iPad on an arm, right? And then like it also has like a cellular service. And so as soon as the battle starts, it's also very fast. It goes past the other robot up to the guy controlling the enemy robot.
Yes.
And it goes up in his face, and there's child pornography on it. And then it calls the police, and it's like, this man is looking at child pornography.
Yeah.
That's pretty genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be a TKO. But it would be funny.
I think it
You
would.
think it'd be a TKO?
I can't go on. I can't go on. Is your family gonna come
And
to our
it's called
shows?
it's called Tattlebots. How about that?
Oh, okay. Wait, so both
Tattlebot
of them
is
are
good.
doing it?
Well, no, that one is called the Tattlebot.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You said it's called, like the show is called Tattlebots?
I was rewriting the joke
Oh,
as
all
it
right.
came out.
Yeah, because that would be that's a stalemate every time. Unless you can somehow find something worse than child porn, I guess.
Well, the strategy would be to try and disable the iPad before
Oh,
Before
well,
it
that's
could
kind of
get to you.
interesting.
You have to
That- then it
you get
becomes-
one surprise with that.
You have to
Yeah.
cut the HDMI.
But then it would be
You
this
gotta
kind
use
of-
you have to use your like orbital fucking.
Well, that
saw.
would be then it would turn just into BattleBots, but everybody would be doing it blindfolded, like
Yeah.
guys who can solve Rubik's
I don't know why
cubes.
someone didn't just make one with a gun on top.
They kind of do.
Oh, do they?
I mean, they'd have like they have one. I know one
When
that
it
has like
misses and it hits a guy with a controller.
I think it's bulletproof glass around the whole
Is
thing.
it? Wow.
But they
so you
do,
can use guns.
They get pretty. I love the ones where they get the main bot and then they have like a little one next to it for some reason that just does nothing, just immediately dies. That's pretty cool.
That's sweet, dude.
Yeah, it would just be an RC car, and
Yeah.
then they add
There's
too
people
much
that went to
stuff.
school to get an engineering degree because of that show.
Every single person that they show,
Yeah.
it's like Derek from MIT.
Yeah,
It's like that.
right.
What
He's
are you
like, well,
doing?
somebody already made Facebook, so
Yeah, so I'm doing that.
I'm making a battle bot.
It's really impressive stuff. But it would be a better show if they didn't figure out, like 2 years in, that the best bot just flips the other one over.
Yeah.
Anytime they try to do anything cool with a hammer, flamethrower, it sucks.
It just has a ramp and
It's
it
just
just
a ramp,
scoops.
and as soon as it hits the edge of the
Yeah.
other bot, it flips it.
You know what I was thinking about? I learned this recently. So I was looking at pictures of, you know how like Japanese people's shadows got burned into sidewalks during Hiroshima and
I've seen this.
Nagasaki. Like apparently, because you learn that the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombings were this like horrific act,
Mm-hmm.
right? But
So they say.
But apparently, the blast from a nuclear bomb, the like radio, because
Oh,
there's
you're
three.
doing one of those Dresden was worse things.
No, I'm not doing Dresden was worse.
Yeah.
It's that's also bad. I mean, whatever. But the
Dresden sounds awful.
dying in a nuclear bomb is probably the best way to die
Really.
because apparently the blast of whatever the magnets or whatever the first part is, because there's the light.
I think
Mhm.
It's then there's magnets and then the
Yeah.
light or something. That it works. It goes. The wave is faster than your nerves, so you literally don't. You,
You
just
just
stop.
blink.
You just stop existing. You don't even
Yeah.
have time to blink.
True.
Oh,
But for your
that's what happens at
brain-
the end of Sopranos.
For your brain to like send the signal to your eyelids to blink, you're already fucking evaporated.
Yeah, I kind of forget that there's some kind of lag built into the human body.
Well, if we could keep the death penalty,
Uh-huh.
but somehow use a bomb, like a nuclear bomb,
A mini nuke.
Call Chris Nolan.
Yeah, that would be the way to continue executing people, I guess.
Mhm.
It's
It's
amazing.
humane.
You know, anytime I look at anytime I've seen pictures of the people imprinted on the walls, I'm always amazed at how thin they are. They're
The pi-
amazingly thin people.
Well,
in
Well, I think it's because the light wraps around them a bit.
Oh, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
In
probably.
fact, to even leave a shadow, you probably had to be Lena Dunham sized.
No.
So it was all the
come
It was
on.
all the
fattest people
Yokozunas.
in
We love
Japan.
her. We love her.
Kind of Gary Larson
We
style.
love her.
Yeah.
drawn.
We joke because we love, you know. So anyway, what were we saying?
We were just. We
They
said
were
the same
skinny in
thing.
Japan. They
Yeah.
probably didn't have a lot of food because it was wartime. Also,
It looked like a beautiful place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hiroshima. It's in the
Hiroshima.
south. Yeah,
The dirty South.
it's in the dirty.
dirty-
Yeah,
Dirty
I just
South.
got diagnosed with Nagasaki Dunham disease.
Have you seen her dad's art?
No.
Her dad.
Is
Really?
it all over the walls in Tony Podesta's
I
house?
was gonna ask.
You've
Yeah.
never seen her dad's art?
No.
What
You
is
would
it?
love it. It's literally he draws like Aboriginal people like doing goatee, like their dicks and
That's her
balls.
dad?
Yeah, and their
He's funny?
pussies and their giant boobs. It's very very funny, and that's like all of her dad's art is like a lady in a village with like her asshole is like puckered like this. It's really incredible stuff.
Does her mom actually do the tiny furniture photography, or was that just in the movie?
I never saw Tiny Furniture.
I didn't like it.
Really?
No.
That was her big break.
That was her big break, and it was all about how it sucks for a rich girl to have to be a waitress after you graduate college.
I mean, that does suck, man.
I
If
thought it
you're a
was
rich
about
girl.
how every piece of regular furniture felt to her.
Yeah, we love her. we love her. We love her.
As a 7 million pound.
You
She's like a
you make fun of the ones you love, you know. That's really anyway.
Maybe she wouldn't be so big if her instead of Lena, she was stand up straight
Okay.
Yeah.
Dunham.
She's kind of doing the
Yeah, maybe
Lena on what? I
slouch so much.
I feel bad for the pole she's leaning on.
She's great.
Right.
She'll knock it over.
She's great.
Yeah, they should
Yeah.
call it the
We love
Lena
her.
Tower of Pizza.
Well, that's how it got that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She pulled up one day on vacation.
She said, "Whoa, I gotta take a breather for a second."
She walked 4 feet from a hot dog stand,
Yeah,
an Italian hot dog stand, and she leaned on the pizza tower.
yeah.
I want to go to Italy so badly.
What are you
Yeah,
gonna do there?
that you're Italian. You're half
I think
Italian.
I'm 17 or 20% Italian. Yeah.
I thought Peter DeVito.
Can you be 20% of something?
Yeah, if it's like
That's what-
enough
I just did
mutts.
23andMe, and it was heartbreaking. I found out I never knew that
No
I was
black.
Irish. I found out I was 60% Irish.
See, that's why I don't trust this website because it doesn't make any sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How the fuck can you be 60% of something?
Well, because you're thinking of it as like people are. There's plenty of people in Europe who are 2% Italian. Just somewhere down the line, it got split enough times.
Can they be two? It always has to be divisible by. It can only be. You can be 50%, 25%, 12.5%, fucking because you have two parents on either side. So it's
Yeah,
always
but
going to be a
people
fraction of.
from
That's a
like
good
you know
point.
back in the day.
So how the
you
fuck can
have
it be
all
60%? Doesn't make any sense. It
Yeah.
would never add up to 60%.
Well, because somebody is a little bit. I just understand it as like, well, like I have a little bit of Irish on one side and a little bit on the other side.
Yeah, but do the math.
Nah.
But how do you at some point?
That's
because
for
it's
them to
all
figure out.
fucked up
'Cause you
from,
go
the,
give
pa-
me the-
from
I
the
mean,
olden
I'm
days.
not
No,
gonna
but you go
check them
you
on
go
it.
far enough back. You have to be. It has to be somebody with 3 parents to
Mm-hmm.
end up with the number right at 60%.
What
Okay.
are you Irish, Nick?
Well, my point is this: is
That he's American
at
first.
some point I don't think gender existed.
This is amazing.
Yeah,
Let's
Continue.
go.
and I think that they like that's the only way. If you look at the DNA, you can
Yeah.
end up with 60%. We must have had a thing
There was
where
something in there.
two guys, or it's a guy with
Impregnating
a
each other?
pussy or something, and then there's multiple types
Yeah.
of So even our idea of sex is probably a recent invention.
Mm-hmm.
Some might say even as late as the Reagan administration.
That's when they invented sex, the
Yeah.
way that we have it now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The modern sex.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because you think about Wayne Newton. What the fuck is that?
Yeah. That's KD Lang, but a lounge version of KD Lang.
Right.
Yeah. Which is what the fuck is a KD Lang?
I don't know.
I don't know who either of those people. Who's Katie Lang?
How old are you?
25.
When we were kids, we were listening to KD
Katie
Lang,
Lang was like the
Like
biggest
Katie
thing when we were kids.
Really?
Wayne Newton.
That was like
Wayne
fucking.
Newton
That was like
huge.
Jonas Brothers for
I
our
like
generation.
Yeah.
Joji.
Oh,
Me
Dave.
too, Dave.
No, I actually
Fucking
never heard
Dave.
of a Joji song.
Dave, the apology. We
We also we
waiting
don't
on
use
that.
the words "me too" in this office, Dave.
Yeah, Dave.
We
Stop throwing around accusations.
We don't say
Dave.
"me too" in this business.
Mhm.
That would, yeah, those are always, this is a small enough operation that a Me Too would be really disastrous. A Me Too and a 3-person thing, that's not good.
What about a 3-2?
That's so
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is
Yeah.
that was all relationships
Yeah.
prior to the 1980s. That's where you
True.
got new people.
Yeah.
Is 3 different gender fluid people raping each other.
Dude, Dave, his first day working here, he started cleaning up and he took off all his clothes and was wearing a bra and panties under his men's clothes.
He was wearing
You like that.
the
and he's
blue
like, that's
coconut
what
bra.
he's like. He's like, that's what I thought you guys like. And I'm like, Dave, it's
You
not
do
that
like
kind
that.
of
You're
job.
always talking about my
It's
friend
not
sent
that
me a
kinda
picture
job.
of his penis. That's what you say.
That's what friends do.
That's
if it's
not.
guys.
Do you do that too?
No.
What
no,
is
no.
that?
Nick got mad at me when I did it in the group chat with him, and then the other guys started doing it.
Why do you do that?
I don't know. It's weird.
That
It
is
started
weird.
during
I've never even
COVID.
I'll be honest
It
with
started
you.
during COVID. My friend Brian started it. The bit is that it's gay to send your dick
I
to a
thought,
girl,
I thought
but
him and
it's
his girlfriend were
but
trying to
it's
do like
cool
a
to
poly thing. And
yeah,
that's
he
why
thought I was
Oh.
poly.
You thought you were getting
He
roped
thought I
in?
was. He
I
thought
thought
I
he was
was
doing a
poly.
weird
No, but I
poly
sent it to a group
I was
chat.
worried
I sent it
about- I
to
was-
boys.
That's what that.
The bit
it
is
was
that it's
it
gay
felt
to
like
send it
grooming
to a
to me.
girl, but it's cool if you send it to your boys.
I felt like it was grooming.
And you
to
never
me,
said it hard, then it's gay again.
And I was worried about my friend for political reasons.
I wasn't grooming him into being poly. We all saw what happened in Virgil, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
We actually didn't really see what happened.
Yeah, we didn't.
Yeah,
I
just
don't. I guess
He
we
just
didn't know.
quietly got fatter under that blazer
Yeah.
until his body pushed his penis into a child.
I wonder where he is now.
Until he got so fat his penis tip just touched an 8-year-old. And then,
I'm actually
Yeah.
growing my penis by
excuse
getting
me.
fatter.
I'm sorry. I
oh.
didn't mean to. I accidentally touched my penis tip to a preschooler. Oh, hey, I meant to tell you, I got so fat my penis tip touched a preschooler.
Wow.
no, friend of the show.
God bless
Friend
him.
of the show.
Come on,
Friend of the
anytime.
show.
Falling
Come back
asleep in an
anytime.
opium den somewhere. God bless him. Man.
Dude, yeah.
Hope he's okay.
He's smoking one of them long pipes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's
Yeah.
what you do when that happens to you, I think.
We smoke a long.
You just
opium
go
pipe.
long
Go to
pipe,
opium
fall asleep with your
den.
buddies in a beanbag
What's that
chair.
Andrew Callahan doing now? Because he was like, all right, I'm
He's
out.
back at it.
I feel like he got
back
got
on
out,
stage.
dude. That's
Good
funny.
for him.
He's
Good for
Robert De
Callahan.
Niro at the end of Heat, getting away.
We love
got pulled
him.
out,
We love
emergency
him.
shoot.
Friend
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
show.
yeah.
Yeah, good
He
for
probably
him. dude.
we'll probably find out that he got a fucking $80 million deal from HBO. And he
Yeah.
was like, no, watch the Joker's exit. I got the money. I'm out.
I'm gonna pay 900 girls to say I begged them for pussy.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have an ashtray, but you don't smoke in here?
Ian Fidance did.
And Ariel Pink did. Do you know
Ariel
him?
Pink, I don't mind. Ian, what the hell is Ian doing?
He's really annoying.
Smoking?
Ian might be the most annoying. And it's somehow endearing. I don't know.
It's so
like
endearing.
Dude, him catching shit for that video.
I heard about that from him. That's
Dude,
the funniest thing ever.
and the video is so funny.
The video is
What is
great.
He's got this Principal Skinner outfit on.
Yeah,
And
he's
not
dressed like a substitute teacher.
but he's not he doesn't wear that on stage. He just
Yeah.
had it
He
on.
literally
for some
was
reason.
probably at a funeral.
And he's like, yeah.
for someone that he does.
He has
like,
a suit on?
Yeah. No, he does like
And he's like, you like communism?
Ian does that.
You ever read a history book? And then it's just like wow, like boo, boo.
Does he crush? Is the audience loving it?
I don't know. I mean, but it's not, like I can only watch it knowing Ian.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is so
Dude,
funny.
Ian MCs the talent show for his like Narcotics Anonymous, and he says that he just like brings guys with like broken backs from heroin like on stage, and
Whoa.
it's Ian doing his act.
But then he'll say stuff like that, and then he'll be like, and it's like really good for them, man.
Yeah.
It's like real. Like
If you practice gratitude, man.
it's like really good for them.
yeah, it's great for them.
And it's amazing seeing the change in them after they get their backs broken at open mic night at the fucking NA meeting.
That's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty jealous of people who do AA and stuff. It seems fun.
It's good for
It's like youth group. I
show
did-
business networking.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
LA, it's all
You meet a
people
lot of
networking
people.
for the
I've
beat.
gone to meetings here and there with other people,
Yeah.
and I don't understand how the people don't run out of stories. Because every time I've been to one, like I've never been, I'm always assuming these people meet every week.
Mm-hmm.
And then a guy that you must have seen a billion times is like, yeah, so I got fucked up and I stuck my dick on my son's face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when,
There
that's-
have to be a lot of liars.
That was my rock bottom. But it's like, does he get up every week and be like, hey, it's Eric, so I fucked my son, and you guys know about that, but I'll tell it again.
He's doing a
So,
big
yeah.
saga kind of
Yeah,
wheel
right.
of time, like he has everything.
Yeah. Every time it's always like that.
Yeah.
Like, is it different stories?
And they always say, great share. I loved your share, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess at some point you are just like, I mean, it's the same thing with doing a podcast. You just do the same stories over
Right.
and over again.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
got to
'cause you're-
relapse to write a new hour.
You have to live a life worth commenting on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see Maron's new special?
I watched a couple minutes of it in the hotel.
Wait, is this the one where he takes down Rogan?
I guess so.
I think I saw a clip where he's telling some joke, and then the tag at the end is like, yeah, and then the guy goes on Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
There was one about people I watched in the hotel.
Shane said it's very good.
He
Really?
said it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to
I
like.
mean, he's been doing stand-up forever.
I made a mistake when I was like 15 and I bought Doug Stanhope on Mark Maron, and now anytime I plug my phone into a car, it just starts playing.
You
Oh,
bought it?
that one?
Yeah, I bought it on iTunes. It was like
Isn't
$1.99.
it free?
No, this is before he had like a subscription thing.
I have
you
a
had to
thing where it's
buy.
like any audio file you download to your computer, it'll just open in iTunes for some
Yeah.
reason. So I would do that. I would plug my shit in, but then it would be like fart noise, like sound effects that I had
Yeah.
to get for other stuff.
That's better than like I'll pick up my mom from the airport or something, and we'll start driving away, and it's also what the fuck.
Yeah.
And that shit just starts. It's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, maybe I'll watch them. I haven't watched a stand-up special probably since Ali Wong's special in 2015.
Pregnant mom one, the pregnant one.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called I Don't Want to Be White.
Speaking of my mom, man, she loves that special.
Ali Wong.
Yeah,
Ali
she
Wong's
said-
funny. Yeah, I
So
remember
Wong.
thinking it was funny.
Well, you'll love this. My mom said that's her spirit animal. And I said, you should. Don't say that.
Oh man, that is
Yeah.
Spirit animal.
that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, Ali Wong is my spirit animal.
Can your mom come to our shows in North Carolina?
I think she's.
It's far,
she
right?
wants
She's
to.
on the
Yeah,
coast?
she's in Wilmington.
But she's
We're
gonna
going
Speaking
to
of,
Raleigh.
I'll be in Omaha next weekend.
Ooh.
Damn, I hope I die soon. I really don't want to be touring anymore.
Yeah, why
Oh,
they
sick, they have
send us?
casinos there,
Why
I
they
think.
send us to these kind of places?
You've only gone to nice cities.
No, but I gotta go to like Salt Lake and stuff,
Yeah. They'll book you, and then they run out of nice cities.
and then you have to
yeah.
go to Fort Wayne.
Because you can only do nice cities once a year.
Well, I was booking myself last year, and I booked all the Helium, so I had a couple in there. I mean, I did Buffalo and Indianapolis.
But
and
Buffalo
the shows
was
are fun.
bad. You said.
With the show, it's fine. It's just that the clubs are like, they're like 350 or something capacity,
yeah.
and it's like, do even that many people live in this town?
Yeah, for sure.
You know. And then yeah, Indy was hard. I was like, can we just bring the home? Can you just let the homeless people live in here?
Mhm.
And I'm sure,
He was
I'm sure
telling me-
whoever's there next week.
Caleb was telling me during the Movie Pass days in Boston, it was just homeless people are getting Movie Pass, and just every movie theater was just filled with.
There is a
Yeah.
theater. There's a theater in Boston, the AMC Lowe's Boston Common, that is all like half of the audience every day is homeless people. But it's also like they just kind of sit there with their bags. That's what now I can't like movie theaters freak me out just from going to movies there because I thought every single time they were gonna do a mass shooting at the fucking Predator remake.
because of
or whatever.
Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Do you remember the media's drama about Joker before that came out?
Mm-hmm.
They were like guaranteeing it. Like
Yeah.
you could put like a prop bet on
Yeah,
it.
right.
Like, dude, they're gonna kill. Somebody's gonna do it.
Can you imagine being that stupid and then you just keep your job?
Yeah.
You continue getting to like have opinions.
They were trying to
about
do that James Bond where they predict the news. Everyone's like, someone will get killed tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Joker.
Yeah.
It's like, do you not understand how schizophrenia works?
Yeah.
It's not like, they're not like, I gotta go kill a bunch of people with a Joker movie.
Yeah, no, they
Because fucking
rule.
Joyanne Reed said so.
A movie shooting I forgot about until the other day was the
Trainwreck?
Amy Schumer. Yeah,
Yeah.
completely. That was like the last
Wait,
one.
someone shot up Amy
Someone
Schumer?
killed, like,
Someone shot up
6
Amy
people or
Schumer,
something at
and
a
like
train
literally
wreck.
5 minutes after the story broke, Kurt Metzger
Yeah.
was telling me his fucking like representation was like, do not say anything, don't post anything, don't say anything, now stop.
Yeah, that one I don't
This guy was
even.
like, okay, here we go.
That one I don't even know like who the shooter was. I feel like that was never covered. It was just that one was almost it was funny.
Probably somebody that got the
immediately.
fucking vaccine is who it was.
Probably
No,
probably
it's
an early
another-
version before they released the virus.
It's
Yeah.
probably another female comic.
We're debating whether we want this to
Kathleen Madigan.
Yeah, it was
came up
Kathleen.
and
be an
fucking dumped a
anti-vax
clip.
show or not. We,
If this is an anti-vax show?
yeah, I don't know.
But I got it, Nick.
What?
The vaccine.
So did everybody at Fox News, and they've been anti-vax the whole time.
I'm ready to
I don't
start
think so. I
talking
think
about
they were
COVID
back and
again,
forth.
man.
What?
I'm ready to start talking about COVID again. I feel like it was kind of boring for a while.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of funny again to me.
I guess we're gonna go to war with China now.
Yeah, we kind of have to.
Yeah. I think it's like good luck doing that because
Yeah.
first of all, how many of regular Americans even know what a Chinese person is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Your
many.
your mom thinks they're animals,
Mm-hmm.
not even real animals,
Yeah.
fictional animals.
Yeah,
Spirit.
unicorns. Spirit animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to take a lady like her mom, and then what? She supposed to watch Tucker Carlson. He's like, we got to go to war with China, and she's like, we got to kill Amy Wong, Ali Wong. What's her name?
Ali Wong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched a stand-up special in a while. The last one I watched was with that Chappelle one with you and Stav in the cabin, and it was bad.
I
Yeah,
watched
we
all of
watched
them.
10 minutes of that.
I watched
Yeah,
the
we
guy.
turned it off.
Who's the fucking guy from the Jerry Seinfeld documentary? The comedian.
Michael Richards.
Kramer.
No, guys. The the documentary comedian.
Jason
What's his,
Alexander.
what's his name?
Orny Adams.
Orny Adams.
Yeah.
He put out a YouTube special, and it was some. People didn't, I guess, don't remember that documentary that he was like.
Yeah, he
was an idiot.
Well, he got framed, I guess, by the documentary.
That's what they say. Because I
Yeah.
guess he like the reason that they did.
What is the documentary?
You never seen Comedian with Orny Adams?
No, I never saw it.
Seinfeld was like getting back into stand-up after the show, and met this guy Orny Adams, who was this like delusional like middle act, who would work like comedy clubs in New York and do like 10 shows every single night. Nice. And it was supposed to be about a documentary about him getting back into stand-up, but it ended up just being about this guy Orny Adams. That's what you're giving me. Is this?
No, Dave. I told Dave not to put it when I'm.
Sounds like we got our own ornery Adam here.
Dave,
right now,
what about-
the vaping?
Dave, you got a microphone, an XLR, so you can say sorry about Brace's.
Yeah, Brace's audio was fucked up. I guess all the audio was fucked up.
Yeah, it's really not Dave's fault.
This
but
is not,
we're
it's
trying to
it's
say
funny how much this feels so relaxed in here, so nice in here.
It's really
You guys
hot
really
in here
have
right now.
cultivated a nice kind of.
I don't know how we're gonna do it this summer.
Well, that's
It's
it.
gonna
Look,
be
we wanted the
1,000
Dick Cavett
degrees.
show.
Mhm.
We got the Dick Cavett show.
It is really
Looks
laid
great.
back.
If you go back and
Yeah.
watch Dick Cavett, I don't mean a lot of people say they like Dick Cavett, and then they'll cite like the
The
greatest
3
hits off YouTube.
YouTubes, yeah.
Go put on the Decades channel and watch a regular episode of Dick
Dog
Cavett
shit.
with fucking Rosemary
Terrible.
Clooney and like some guy who's like has glasses so thick he can see into the past.
Yeah.
And then watch that and tell me it's any different than this.
No, I think that you guys are the first time I ever heard about Dick Cavett. That name, I thought that was like
Dude,
maybe
when we were kids,
Plinko ball guy or
It was
something.
Dick Cavett and Katie Lang.
Katie Lang and
Really?
Dick
Those were
Cavett,
the
dude.
1 and 2. That was like
Maybe-
Jake Paul and KSI.
And every Thursday, Katie Lang would go on Dick Cavett and show her genitalia.
She was,
pre-code.
dude.
Yeah.
She was like the hottest girl when we were kids.
KD Lang.
You want to see a pic? I'll show you a pic.
Let me use your vape. Since we're
Shut
passing it
up,
around.
bro.
Katie
Hand it
Lang
to
is
me.
the reason men stopped wearing suits. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah.
She is.
Is she fine?
She's fire, dude. Check her out.
All right, you got me. You guys got me. All right,
Yeah. Once again, the old men win the reference wars.
you guys got me.
Damn,
Yeah.
she just broke up with her longtime partner. Looks like
Oh,
back on
Great.
the market.
What's your longtime partner's name?
A hot chick. Jamie Price. Splitting after.
Sounds like the price wasn't right.
Yeah.
We'll be back on the Adam Friedland show.
And we're back.
Kelly Price. Probably maybe related.
Mm.
Maybe not.
What kind of name is that, Price? You got Kelly Price, you got
Yeah.
Vincent Price, you got KD Price.
Mm-hmm.
You got price check.
Yeah, Price check Alpha.
You got
Remember that? That was a big joke back in the day.
What?
You just say, price check on aisle
Oh
5.
yeah. That was
Then-
kind of like a this is a Wendy's.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Yeah.
I never actually heard anybody say that.
No,
I
there's
say
all
it a
this
lot.
Twitter.
I'm bringing it back.
There's all this Twitter humor that's just it's just like media people trying to do drill,
Yeah,
and none of it is funny.
yeah.
And then it's all just these people saying the same dumb shit back to each other.
Yeah.
That if you said it out loud, you'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill myself."
Yeah. I met him in LA and he
Katie
is not
Lang?
Jack Nicholson. I thought the
Drill.
whole time.
Yeah.
I thought the whole time it was Jack Nicholson.
Nah, he's just a normal guy. You thought that he was maybe a fast Jack Nicholson
I thought he was a Jack Nicholson
in a car,
Yeah.
blown away in a convertible. You thought that was gonna be him?
Yeah, I thought that was him, dude.
Yeah.
Who were like the hot chicks when you were a kid? Like Kaio?
What is Kaya?
It's
What
a
are you talking
furniture
about?
website.
What is it? What is the I thought it was a kid's
Kaio?
cartoon. Yeah. Bob the Builder?
No,
Is
I
that like the hot
loved
chicks?
Diane Keaton. I
Yeah.
love her.
Good.
Yeah, Diane
Yes,
Keaton. She fine.
Dude, how
I'm
good.
trying to think.
Dude, we watched It's Complicated, which is I've talked about on the show. It's a fantastic movie. We both like
Drill's in it.
Drill is in it.
Yeah.
No, that's Some Things Gotta
Oh,
Give.
That's Something's Gotta
And we did this joke 'cause every time she gets touched, no, it's not Diane Keaton. It's fucking.
Diane Lane.
We're talking about
Not Martha Stewart.
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep's
Yeah,
in
but
it,
every
and-
time she's like getting fucked for the first time in like a long time because she's a woman of a certain age, and every time she gets touched, she's like she's
But
like,
kind of her reaction is also anytime somebody's like, "Hey, do you want to get lunch?" She goes like, just like that.
Yeah, so we just the whole time we were watching the movie, we just the bit was that she was queefing
ADRing farts and
every time she
kinda-
gets touched. So she's like,
So
I can't,
Steve Martin.
I can't believe.
That's what I love about comedy is that it doesn't matter how good anyone is at it or how much work you put into it.
Yeah, yeah.
You just take any video and add fart noises.
It's the
to it.
funniest thing
It's
ever.
the hilarious.
And if you do it for an hour, 45
Yeah.
minute romantic
My God, that's
comedy-
Jason Bourne. That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I mean, especially somebody who's kind of as put together as Meryl Streep.
Yeah,
Right? We're such a legend, right? And just
Yeah.
imagining her
And
just
the-
ripping pussy the entire movie.
And yeah, like she'll like they do that thing like where they don't show the sex, but they like flip back in bed and they're like
I love that.
they're sweating, and
That's
then
the
we're
best
just
part
like,
of sex, is laying back down and
Yeah.
going, oh!
yeah,
Yeah, I run around the apartment like a cat.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I immediately just and I start chewing on my asshole.
Oh man, I gotta piss again.
Oh, do you?
Too much coffee.
Did you drink? Oh, it's the coffee. I'm full of water. I'm waterlogged.
You're back in the gym, dude. Your
Yeah.
water
I'm
lifestyle.
trying. I gotta gain at least 10 pounds.
How much do you weigh right now?
It's bad. It's like 147, I think, in the morning. This morning. Yeah,
That's nice
147.
and svelte.
No, it's
What are
not.
you,
I'm like,
230?
I lost so much weight during the pandemic, and then just yeah, now I don't have an appetite. It's
What are you,
like,
240, 250?
Come on. What?
I don't know.
I don't know
Just
how
getting
much
weird.
men weigh.
182 pounds. Yeah,
Yeah,
this morning.
I'm
Track it every day.
I'm like
Do you have a do you
139.
have like a smart scale?
No.
No, just a regular scale.
I'm not
What
allowed to
does the
get
smart
anything
scale
like
say?
that in my house
Why?
because my fiance is like real into like Amish style, like everything. We have like a corn broom and shit.
Uh-huh.
So I can't
oh yeah,
even-
she works at a store that only sells that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so I have to like, if I get an electronic, it has to be like very small and hidden. So my scale is like this big and it doesn't work very well. It's basically the food scale that I sit on every day.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
women
my
are-
life is pretty nice, you know.
Yeah,
Mm.
she's an artisanal type.
But
of
she has
bitch.
an iPhone.
Yes.
Can I
She's
say
on-
something?
She's on
And
it
she
all.
pays the bills.
Can
She's
I
on
say
it all
something
day long.
sexist?
Shoot.
You were saying to me that she sucks at cooking.
Yeah.
The rule should be she could be like that, but she has to be good at cooking.
Oh yeah, no, she's terrible at
Then she's not.
What
Then
does she
she's
just
not
make?
allowed.
Like fucking like cornbread all
No,
the
she
time?
can't make. She's just. She's never.
Then
made
she's
me a
not
meal.
allowed
We've been
to tell
together
you
8
you
years.
can't buy
It's
gadgets.
really sad when I'm not even gonna say it. When
Say
a
it.
woman's bad at cooking.
That's too far for Nick Mullen.
No, it's just, I hit my
That's too
limit.
much.
I hit my
That's too
limit
much.
doing the fucking. I mean,
Nick,
I,
you crossed the
every
line.
time
I've never
How
said
dare
this to
you.
you
I'm gonna
before.
walk off.
anytime I do the Holocaust denial thing, it's like all right, here we go again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Playing the hits. This is
All
Stairway
right.
to Heaven.
I guess I'll say it.
This shit again.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you should move in a little more. You could be more of an absurdist into the second half. Of this whole
I
thing,
always
right?
look for that, and
Yeah.
then but 90% of the time it's like black people should be slaves. I got nothing. Sorry, I don't know where it
Yeah.
just because it's fun when you figure out the way out.
Yeah.
The dig a hole, get out sort of thing. But I'm a hole digger these days.
Yeah. That's all you do. You dig them
You're
holes.
Shia
I'm a
LaBeouf, dude.
grave digger.
That's an amazing movie.
We talk about it every episode.
Shia LaBeouf played Grave Digger, the monster truck.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was spelled differently.
Holes made. That's the only movie I've ever seen that made me want to eat an onion. Pretty incredible feat of cinema.
Doesn't the guy from Iron Chef Japan, he eats an onion at the beginning?
I don't know, but I was watching that movie like, Mom, buy onions. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah. No, this is the Dick Cavett show.
This is Dick Cavett, yeah.
Just having David Bowie be like, yeah, it's the only time I've ever wanted to eat an onion. And then Dick Cavett being like,
Yeah, that's
Really?
that's interesting. Do you think
It's a good cabin.
Is there any other vegetables maybe that you've ever
He's
wanted?
like, nah.
We got to tell our bookers to get us Dick Habit. Apparently he's around.
Is
and
he live?
Yeah,
yeah.
he lives in
He's like
Connecticut.
90
You guys
something.
need to have stand-ups. You guys need to come out.
No.
There's an opening for that.
Yeah,
No.
no. Well, that's what we do. Well, what?
Oh, a comic. Yeah.
No,
have a
I mean
comic
you
on
should
the
like
show.
cut to over there.
Yeah.
And you don't need an audience or anything. Just have.
Have them just walk through. The
Yeah, but we
material.
booked the worst stand-ups in the world.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
no.
We have a lot of ideas for the show. It's just we don't have limitless resources.
We have to. Yeah,
So-
but that's not something that's expensive.
yeah,
Booking
that's
comics
that's
to
not-
stand in front of that green screen.
Yeah, that's a comic will do that for some methadone.
Would you guys do house band?
That's another thing where it's like, we got to pay the
Nate's
band.
good at piano.
And then they just have to sit
And
there
then-
for the hour.
Well,
Yeah.
we should do an episode where you're house band.
We should do an episode where we're the house band, and then Ian Finance hosts the show.
Oh yeah, we're gonna add a $50 tier, which is you get jam sesh. Which
There should be a $100
Nick-
tier
Nick
of the
and I-
show.
Nick and I
you're
jam
banned
it.
from all the other content,
Uh-huh.
but you get to watch Ian Finance host the show, and no one. It's just his homeless friends.
He just gets
And then
you don't let him use the booker. He
Yeah,
has to book his
he's-
own guests. Yeah.
He's like, so you found a rat in your ass. Tell old Unky Ian.
And that'll be his thing for 6 months.
It's
His
kind of
Unky
amazing.
Ian
I think he's
merchandise.
full-time Kane these days.
Yeah, he has a cane now.
What?
Yeah.
Ian?
Yeah, you're not the only injury comedian.
He hurt himself?
Yeah,
I think his back.
Doing what? Go ahead.
I don't know. I think he's just old.
I
Oh,
think he got his back blown out.
that's what I was looking for. Yeah. That's what I was looking for.
I know.
Yeah. By who?
A guy.
Okay. Yeah. I'm starting to get the hang of this whole thing.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
not
it's-
bad. Not
it's
bad.
really nice.
It's
Yeah.
really nice.
It's really.
the
you're right,
chairs
it
are
is-
comfortable.
This
It's
is
very
so much
relaxing.
better than when I did the podcast, dude. You guys should have been doing this the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we hated the pod. You came on probably pretty late in the game.
I think I did probably
Stop
the
was out
worst
of town.
episode you guys ever did.
No, people
no,
liked
that's not
it.
true
No,
at
no,
all.
people liked
No,
it.
we had fun.
No. People
You
came,
didn't have fun?
People came up to me after our Providence shows, and they were like, "Man, they should really have you on the podcast." And I was like, "Yeah, I did it." And they're like, "I don't even remember."
Oh, that's fine.
I was such an
That doesn't mean
unforgettable shit guest, dude.
That doesn't mean that it was bad. I mean, 90% of any podcast is bad, unless you have one of those NPR podcasts where
Yeah.
they like write the thing,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and it's all about today we're learning about fucking turkey.
With Ira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today we're learning about Turkey.
No,
It
you
was
do.
in 1983.
We
don't need to do
recorded.
a
We
voice.
recorded
was
probably
1983.
cumulatively 5,000 hours of content,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you could boil that down to maybe 22 minutes of.
Of
And
fire.
people have
Yeah.
put that on
fire.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for the most part, I would
Mhm.
say that. This is great though because people like to watch us. They like to see
Mm-hmm.
our body language. They like to see what Adam is wearing, what his fits are.
You have an amazing cock energy at the moment, I'd say. Yeah, I always
people have
get
said that about
I get a
my-
little
my
self-conscious about crossing my legs. And so
Really?
I'm trying to open it up a little bit
penis. Yeah,
more.
yeah.
and do
I have
this.
to. I have to mentally not do it.
But I got big ass.
See, I try to cross. I mean, I try to make an effort to cross my legs because somebody told me at one point it makes the hemispheres of your brain cross and it makes it easier to think.
And who told you that?
I don't know.
Scientists?
Some
Smart
insane,
guy.
Scientists, you
some
know?
insane bitch, like at some point in my life, but I'll like hear things like that because it's weird. I'm like highly conspiratorial.
True.
If the government's like, you got to put on a seatbelt, I'm like, yeah, why?
Uh-huh.
For Israel?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, but if anybody just says something to me, I won't think about it for a second. They're like, if you put your fingers in your ear for 20 minutes every day, it lowers your blood pressure, and then I'll just be at home like, oh, got to do my fingers. I got to get my fingers.
I do the same thing. I have. That's why I started. I wake up and I just look directly at the sun because it
Yeah.
supposedly wakes you up.
Yeah.
But it's definitely bad for your eyes
Oh, for
to
sure.
look at the sun. That's what
Yeah.
I was always taught.
Yeah, it's
but I
not
look
a good thing.
directly at it.
Uh-huh.
Remember when
I can
Trump
do
did
like
it?
5 or 6 seconds looking directly at the sun. I do remember when Trump did it.
I miss him.
Yeah.
He's coming back.
I know. I can't wait.
There's no way DeSantis can. I mean, he's gonna body him.
Yeah.
He's gonna body him.
I just
You're
don't
right.
think we're going to have a president. That's been my stance for years
Really?
now.
We
Yeah.
don't right now.
I think 2020 was the last election. That was it.
Yeah.
We're not gonna have another one.
We've been watching a lot of Tucker in the hotel.
They're gonna do like a Princess Amidala thing with Hillary Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna come
40
down on
clown.
like a floating platform.
Yeah, but the body double will be a
with the-
beautiful woman. It'll be so obvious. Yeah. It'll be just like a
Yeah.
fire
Like
ass
a-
bitch.
yeah.
This is my slave, Turdu.
They get
Hello.
the bitch from Jurassic World to pretend to be fucking Hillary, and she just gets her head blown off. Ron Howard's daughter.
Yeah.
She's hot.
What's old Hillary up to these days? I love this. I love this. Did you see this? These fucking EPA scientists died in a plane crash, but they took off from the Bill and Hillary Clinton airport.
It's gotta be. It's just gotta be bad luck.
Yeah.
It's gotta be bad luck.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make any.
They're
sense.
cursed.
It's
Yeah.
like there's no way that like fucking Bill. At first, they probably had no say in naming the airport.
Yeah.
You know, they're just from Arkansas. But there's not gonna be like, I've got an idea. We're gonna fucking make an airport. So in 30 years, when there's a train derailment in Ohio that we make happen to kill people who voted for Donald Trump, who's gonna run for president, we can kill the scientists who go to investigate it at our airport, and no one will connect it back to us. But then we got to put our name. It's like I don't understand what the theory is, but the fact that people lose their minds. I love that.
No,
They're like, it's what airport? It's the what?
there's something about him that is just so. He's like truly everything in the world revolves around him a little bit. I think.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he was the president.
He.
Your mom loves him.
My mom. I told him this the other day. My mom did a.
She has like in her car, just a picture of Ali Wong and Bill Clinton hanging from the rear view.
She did a graduate degree, and her commencement speaker was Bill Clinton. And my mom was always like super, like growing up, she thought that like Obama used swine flu to put like Christians in FEMA camps, like that kind of like conspiracy right wing. And then she did the commencement, and Bill Clinton like says her name. She walks out, they shake hands, and she came home, and I was like, "What was it like meeting Bill Clinton?" She was like, "I completely understand everything." She was like,
She loves him.
You look him in the eyes, and your life is like before and after.
There's a comment. Do you know who Nick Whitmer is? Did you go to Racine's wedding?
No, I was visiting my mom.
Oh yeah. Well, he catered.
Failed.
He
She
catered.
died.
Oh.
He catered Racine's wedding. He's a comic. This
Okay.
guy Nick Whitmer, but his story's crazy. His dad was like, I guess they had like a regular life, and then Clinton got elected, and his dad was like, "This guy's the Antichrist," and he like moved. His dad moved them out to like the middle of fucking like southwestern Virginia, and then raised him on like a compound. He had to like fucking eat squirrel and like build like tire forts and
He
shit.
did Ruby Ridge?
He was telling me about this. Yeah, he's like, it's crazy. And then nothing happened, and then they just like went back to regular life. And then Obama got elected, and his dad was like, "Okay, so I know, but this time," and like tried to fucking
That's so funny.
tried to pull that.
Come on.
Yeah, he told me that. I was fucking
Run the
dying.
engines. That's hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
Obama had, he definitely had my family in a bit of a crisis for a little bit there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely gonna destroy the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. He was using we used to do.
And your
fucking-
your whole family was black too, which is
Yep,
weird.
it's the
Yeah.
oddest thing.
Yeah.
We used to do like my pastor used to like actively pray against Obama in church, but like
Yeah.
they're not allowed to say like actual people.
Yeah.
So he's like, so if you
Oh,
close
is that
your
God's
eyes-
rule?
Like that's
He
his
doesn't wanna
kinda-
jinx it.
It's
No, he doesn't wanna jinx
impolite,
it.
I
Yeah,
guess. Yeah, and so he's
It's
like
jinxing. Yeah.
so he would do prayers, like lead the entire congregation in prayer, be like, certain people who are high up, who are trying to destroy the world, who may or may not be the Antichrist,
who are
let's
black,
pray
used to
that
be
they
gay
get,
prostitutes.
let's pray that some one of God's soldiers strikes them down. Like he would pray for Obama to get assassinated in front of 300 people. It's pretty sick, dude.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, but like and you'd ask him off stage, you'd be like, "Fucking kill him."
You know, I've been
Kill
getting,
him.
I've been getting back into, not really back into, but the fucking, what's funny to me is that, do you remember Larry Sinclair?
No.
Do you remember the Obama era, like fucking like conspiracies?
Acorn.
Acorn.
You don't remember that?
Acorn,
He-
yeah.
yeah,
the
he
guy
got-
in Chicago.
Yeah, he had
Yeah.
that was his first big thing.
Oh, is that about abortion thing?
No, it was like a housing. It was like a HUD thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, he got in trouble because he worked for a place that like built used federal money to build houses or some shit.
Oh, I
And
don't.
then he
I
got a
don't-
good deal on his house from that rich guy.
I just
Yeah.
mean
Yeah.
the ones that were like sort of
Gay
like
prostitute.
yeah. The Larry Sinclair one was that
Michelle's
this
trans.
guy Larry Sinclair claimed that he used to be a gay prostitute and he sucked Obama's dick in a limousine while they were smoking crack together while Obama was a senator. And then like that was like the first thing that like conservative media was like, go on. You know, like, it was like the first time.
Yeah.
They just said like when people believe something this stupid. And I remember because we were probably like 23 when that came out. And I remember like it was funny because it was so absurd.
Yeah.
And now in like
It's everything.
Now it's everything. It's like the idea that like even I hear that and I'm like, well, maybe. I mean, he wrote a whole book about it. You know, it's like it doesn't.
He finished
Yeah.
the book.
Yeah, I mean,
It doesn't make that's a lot of effort to write a book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? For it to all
It
be a
had
lie.
sentences,
that would
chapters.
there's something true in that book.
He wrote a chapter book about it.
Yeah, chapter 3, sucking Obama's dick.
It all happened in the 1 hour in the limo.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, you gotta go backstory. You gotta
Yeah.
be like, I was on a bad path
Dude, to be a fly on the fucking window in that limo, I'd do anything.
Mm-hmm.
to see that kind of hot.
It would have been
action.
so funny because plenty of
Don't forget the balls. Don't forget to lick my ass.
a lot of
Hey,
mayors
don't tell anybody about this. But
I'm in the I'm
you
in
can't
Congress.
tell anybody about this. By the way,
and then he wrote a book, The Ultimate Betrayal.
He did. He wrote
yeah.
a book, Sucking Obama's Dick
Sucking
by Larry,
Obama's dick
by-
and smoking
by
crack.
Larry Sinclair.
And parentheses and
Yeah,
smoking crack.
and smoking crack
Yeah.
and other stories.
And other stories.
There was one, I tried to find it, and it's like one of those things where I can't remember if it's like I just made it up as a joke or if it was real, but I could have sworn that there was that thing that Obama was having gay sex in like, what's it called, like Marine Force One? The president's,
During Benghazi.
during Benghazi,
The
he was in
president's
the,
boat.
no, he
or
was in,
submarine?
he
No,
was
in
in
the
the
helicopter.
the president's
Oh.
helicopter.
Yeah, Marine.
That he
one.
was
Yeah.
having like gay sex in there, but like for money from like Saudis. Like Saudis were paying to
He
have
needed the money.
He needed the money. That's what he got that
Like,
Netflix deal.
yeah, to have like gay, to have like he was gay, being a gay prostitute.
Yeah.
In the helicopter during
As
the
the
Benghazi
president,
attack.
as a sitting president.
That's so
During-
sick.
During the Benghazi attack, but I've like Googled it and I can't find that, and I'm hoping it's not
I
something.
think
that
Will
just came-
Menaker once said that like it would be really funny if the gay prostitute thing was real, and he like said goodbye to America after his second term, then gets into the helicopter and immediately.
Immediately starts thinking he's just judging Drag Race. That's his post-presidential career.
That's better than doing painting or whatever they do.
Yeah,
No,
they do
Bush
that.
is a good. Bush got good.
We were talking about the difference in the 10 years is that he thinks Bush is like Hitler.
I
And
hated
I kind of
Bush.
think Bush is pretty funny. And like
Well,
never
we all
really
thought he
even-
was funny because of Will Ferrell,
Yeah.
but I hated Bush.
yeah.
I fucking hated Bush.
We loved Bush. And that's the other difference.
He
is we loved
cheated
Bush.
to be the president.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
That's bullshit.
He actually did cheat.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, dude. You wanted Al Gore to be the president?
He invented the internet.
Yeah. So the fucking like the raw sexual energy of that guy was.
Al Gore?
Oh my god.
Dude, you guys should watch
He
more
would've
of The
been-
Simpsons.
he
They
would've been-
You
cook
know who he
him.
was college roommates with?
Who?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Really?
So sick.
Two
You don't want him to be
insane,
the
beautiful
president?
Dicks. Tommy Lee Jones, I'd let him be the president.
Yeah.
Al Gore, though? Nah, man.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I was like, yeah, Tommy Lee Jones is like the president. I thought that. I was like, he looks like, if you had a
He's got a
movie, you got to
good
put a
look to him.
president in it, it has
Yeah.
to be Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it would've
That's
been
what I remember
cool.
when 24 came out. Didn't they have a Chinese woman president? They had a black
No,
guy.
they had the guy
10
from
years
the
of television where
They
there
had the
was
guy from the Allstate commercial.
every TV
black
show
guy.
had a reveal of the chair being turned and then turning, and it was a
Right.
woman in the Oval Office.
Yeah.
And people
just,
go
just a guy with Down syndrome.
and fucking flash forward
Yeah,
some
yeah.
ABC shit drama.
Well, I guess we're going to have to bomb Candyland. Like, Mr. President, that is not a country.
Yeah. Show me on the map.
It's a board game.
Played Shoots and Ladders.
Yeah.
God damn it! I will go to war for resources.
At 8:15 this morning, the president overdosed on Skittles.
Did people
is
think
no longer-
JFK because he had that Boston accent? Did they think he was retarded?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he had a sister who was fully lobotomized.
Rosemary?
And then they gave her, but they made it, she got her get back in the end because they named a road after her in Boston.
Oh, nice.
Joseph F. Kennedy Parkway.
Oh yeah, and she
It's
had.
funny that the only
She- yeah,
Kennedy
yeah, we saw
that's
that.
living is the one you would think would be the most likely candidate to be murdered by the CIA.
Who's living?
RFK Jr.
Oh, yeah. Wait, why?
He's anti-vax.
Yeah, he's just an anti-vax guy.
Oh,
on
I don't
Twitter.
even know anything about him.
Yeah, that's fucking. You were fucking dancing on the razor's edge to be a Kennedy and be like, yeah, the fucking vaccines, come at me.
Come at me. It's weird. Yeah, he's anti-vax, and then Ronald Reagan's son is anti-God.
Oh, yeah.
Ronnie
yeah.
Jr. He
Well,
does
he's
those-
adopted.
He's adopted.
Yeah, yeah. He doesn't have. I think it's him. One of
Yeah.
his kids is adopted. And
Ronald
he just doesn't have it in
Jr.
him,
Yeah,
bro.
he did that ad on the Super Bowl against God.
Yeah, my grandma told me that he was an atheist one time. She cried. She like literally was telling me that, just one little fact, and it brought her to tears.
It's nice that Ricky Gervais kind of ruined atheism.
It's
Yeah.
so whack, dude.
I mean, it's nice because if they were already annoying before Ricky Gervais was doing.
No, I
that.
mean atheists are whack.
Yeah,
like
right.
it's just it's
Yeah.
it's embarrassing, bro.
Yeah.
Just say ah.
Yeah,
Just go ah.
they're worse than vegans. I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's been pissing me off so much is Neil deGrasse Tyson has been making me so mad recently because every interview I see with him, he's trying to measure something. He's like, do you know how
He
big
just
the
brings a ruler with him.
Yeah, well, pretty much. He's like,
whoa, you got a 3-inch nose. You know that?
he's like,
Did you ever know that your nose directly corresponds to the heat of the sun when you were born?
he gets into just the absolute wrong side.
Dude, his Me Too was the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah.
What
he-
was it?
Dude, a woman had like
using
a tattoo of
telescope into a woman's
Pluto
pussy.
that was like sort of visible on like a tattoo of Pluto here, and he was like, ooh, and he just like, started tearing her clothes
Pretty close.
because he's a fucking like,
She
oh,
shouldn't
just
have been-
such a
he's like,
nerd.
is that Pluto? You know,
He shouldn't
he
have
just
been
sort of, like-
wearing that, dude.
Right, he just looked at her pussy. And he's like, what the hell is a girl?
God.
And then, and then she was like, yeah, he sexually assaulted me.
Yeah, he's always on. He keeps going on Rogan and talking about the size of the universe, and it's just like, who gives a fuck how big anything like how many school buses the universe is?
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's like people complain about all this culture war stuff going on right now, but they forget how much worse it was in 2009 when like the pinnacle of culture was like liking bacon.
Yeah, George took
exactly.
that.
Yeah, that shit, that was so
Yeah.
much worse. I would much rather have Kyle Rittenhouse shooting up people, you know, burning down a car dealership,
Yeah.
than have to fucking listen to somebody talk about how much they actually like Batman. Actually, I'm actually super into comic
Yeah,
books.
yeah. The Batman stuff was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't like the new Batman, right? Or
I
no,
liked
you liked
it.
it. We talked to somebody who didn't like it. I was like, how?
What do you mean when you say new? You mean the one
The
from
Robert
20 years ago?
Pattinson.
Yeah.
No,
Robert Pattinson. I didn't see
Pattinson
it.
emo one.
It
I
was
liked it.
so sick. But it's just
Yeah,
a music
it was
video. The whole thing's
Nirvana.
music
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
video. Yeah, it's pretty incredible though.
Yeah, yeah. It's Nirvana, dude. It's
Yeah.
the Nirvana Batman.
It's ill.
Sick, dude.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? Or the Elliott Smith?
Oh,
About how.
how hard it. How.
So everyone thinks that Elliott Smith's girlfriend killed him because he stabbed himself in the heart
Yeah.
twice. And they're like, it's impossible for a person to do that. But like,
No, the only nuke. That's the only way you can.
No, but
every
you-
other
you
type
were
of
saying
death
that
takes 40
he
minutes.
left a note that said that it was his girlfriend's fault or his wife's fault. And
He basically left a note that was like, "Fuck you, bitch."
Yeah.
And he like, how bad would that ruin your life for not just your partner to kill themselves, but to stab themselves in the
That's
heart and
so
then just
alpha.
Post-it note, your fault.
It's
Right?
your
You know,
fault.
you know Japanese guys kill themselves. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So like the
I don't know if the Japanese guy.
well, it's a Japanese
Most-
guy.
pretty much
Japanese guy goes to
everyone,
kill
yeah.
himself, right?
Yeah.
But he writes he writes, you are very sad. You will experience much sadness on a little piece of paper, and then he shoves it in his
Oh,
ass.
okay. So the coroner.
Yeah, and then he kills himself, and then the coroner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here.
Oh.
And then on the back,
Interesting.
learn Chinese, lucky numbers. Yeah. And then he's
What?
What?
a fortune cookie.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was the joke.
Oh man.
You
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
get it because it's a
No.
Chinese thing.
Well, you know.
But that was the twist at the end. That was
Is
the
that it was a
Shyamalan twist at the end of that
Yeah.
joke.
Because I was thinking,
Yeah, I would
the
love it
fortune
if,
cookie
if
be?
M. Night Shyamalan's next movie is like it's like he does like a woke movie and it's all like black people doing like a struggle session, and at the end we find out they're all in blackface. It's all just they wash it off. and
It
it's just all-
rains in the
Yeah,
blackface.
it's
He
all-
just did a
yeah.
woke movie. He
Did
did a
he?
woke movie about a
but there's no twist.
Yeah, the twist is there's no twist apparently. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh well, fuck that.
Yeah.
It's also I guess I said the same exact thing on Will Menaker when Will Menaker was here. I just remembered that. He
Did
said
you?
there's no twist, and I was like, the twist is we find out that he wasn't Indian. He takes us.
Oh,
Yeah.
he is a real life
Yeah.
kind of.
Very good. You heard me just hitting my one. Boom, 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 boom. The Holocaust didn't happen. Boom, 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 boom.
We need to
boom.
get you into a kind of Andy Richter style role, I think, pretty soon.
Isn't that what this is?
No, you got to start tweeting at like underage female comics. saying,
We
like,
need a desk for
Yeah.
you, which I guess that fucks up the whole Dick Cavett show
Don't
thing.
fucking.
Yeah. Dick Cavett originally had it.
Come on. You're
Well,
a
you
guest,
have a
dude.
funny.
Don't tell us what to do.
Yeah, Miguel, I'm
Don't
the
tell
star of the
him.
episode. That's how a talk show is. Fucking instant.
The star.
Yeah.
Thank you to our star.
Oh my God, Caleb Pitts. Click.
Caleb Pitts from the band of 1975.
Caleb Pitts. Click. Dude, my music career is over, man. Fuck me.
Canceled.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I don't know what my role will be on the show.
Dude, your role is that you're the genius behind.
See, this is not
From the
host.
twisted
A
mind.
host would never say this to the sidekick. You're fucking up everything.
Yeah.
You need to say your role is you stay there, you sit tight, you be quiet, right?
Mhm.
And when we need to make fun of you for looking like a private detective or something, we will do it.
The lights are so bright.
Yeah. No, you have brain damage. You have brain damage or autism.
Yeah, maybe both, but it has nothing to do with either of those things. It's the lights. I'm just.
Yeah, no, I think that's a symptom. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tickle your
Don't-
stomach.
well,
Your
no,
arms are gonna go up like
You're doing
this.
like.
Oh
you're
yeah,
doing
that's the
sun
Sam Hyde.
exposure
Sam
first
Hyde
thing.
told us that the brain damage, like the test to see if you're
You rub their
permanently
tummy.
brain damaged,
They do
is
T-Rex arms.
you rub someone's tummy and then their arms go up like a dog.
So I'm pretty close to
I
doing
would
Rub
do-
his tummy.
no, yeah, I'm thinking about it now. Somebody, I'll be like, "What the hell are you doing?" Of course, like, get the hell
You're
out
retarded.
of here.
He's retarded.
I don't care. I would love it if I could go, like they got COVID testing. If I could go out on the corner and be like, just shove something in my nose, and they're like, "Yeah, you're fucking retarded," I would wave that flag left and right. Because then,
What would the indicator be on the thing?
yeah,
A lollipop.
but on the yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's well,
Let's think about this. Let's beat this one open.
I don't know. See, that's the thing is like I'm actually horrible. I can't do improv.
Really?
Yeah, I can just riff.
Improv's
But the
fun.
second somebody's like, "Well, what would that be like?" I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
I don't know.
You never did.
I'm freezing up.
You guys never did UCB?
No, of
No.
course not.
Damn, dude.
No.
Y'all missed the fuck out, bro.
Why?
Did
did
you do it? You got raped?
I did one, and I got college credit for it.
How-
You got molested?
You weren't even here that long.
He went to
LA.
Emerson.
I did an LA
Oh,
semester.
okay. Yeah.
I finished up my degree over there.
LA, what's that stand for?
Lot of
lightly-
automobiles.
See how
That's
hard it is?
No, that was pretty easy. He kind of crushed it. So that
Yeah.
was,
A lot of automobiles.
yeah, a lot of automobiles.
Yeah. You got really you hung out with a lot of Filipino guys when you were in LA.
I love Filipinos.
Yeah.
I want to learn
They're
Tagalog.
the best people on earth.
I want to learn Tagalog like people want to learn.
Is that how you
Spanish.
pronounce that? It's not Tagalog?
I
think
thought it
it's
was Tagalog.
I've been saying that.
I said
Say
Tagalog.
Tagalog.
Like a
Like the
fucking
cookie.
Girl Scout cookie?
Yeah,
That's how you
like the
pronounce
cookie.
Literally, yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was Tagalog.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
They're-
that's a
they're,
bad.
They're nasty at pool.
Yeah, they are nasty. That Tagalog and like Chinese, I always would like to learn, but if you like, I've fucking thin ass walls, and I don't want to be overheard learning Chinese from Duolingo in my living room.
I did it.
You did it?
Yeah, you do not only Duolingo. Oh, you can't do this. Can you even use Duolingo? Is your wife's like, fucking get that? You want to learn Chinese?
Devil shit out.
We're getting the fucking dragon lady in
She
here.
thinks it's voodoo.
We're getting
Dude,
a
she
real
needs to
owl
stop
that
listening to
knows
Red Scare.
Chinese.
Yeah, we need to cut her off.
They're making her trad.
Yeah, pretty much. It's pretty bad.
Well, thanks for joining us this week on the.
Thanks a
Unfiltered
lot,
Show,
guys.
folks.
You've been a
Caleb,
great
thanks
audience.
for being here.
Pleasure being here.
Thanks a lot, dude.
Thank you.
I have to
Yeah.
piss.
Me too.
Dave, you want to hit the lights? Check this out. This is how the show ends.
No way.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
Badass.